Hey, I just wanted to make a quick progress update because I haven't posted on this YouTube channel for a while. I want to look back, you know, realizing how great I was. I mean, I'm not the greatest yet. Anyway, progress update. I'm not gonna go through the whole journey, the whole start to finish, whole start to present. I'm just gonna talk about the present. I'm actually 1 week sober. So, hopefully, looking back, I'm even 10 years sober. So I've been using Psycho Cybernetics and Bob Proctor's lessons to act the person that I always wanted to be. I first used this technique to program my mind to talk to women because I was afraid. Because in the past I've been rejected, and high school girls don't really understand the reality of life, and I didn't either. So their standards were higher than what I was capable of in that moment. All these other guys, they had cars and I did not. So when I met girls at that time, I compared myself, of course. So you know what they say, comparison is a thief of joy, but fuck it. It got me to this position. So yeah, my mind was fucked up, constantly comparing myself, and because in the past I've been rejected and people think of me this way because other people drive cars and I did not. I just had a very negative self-image where I'm never gonna get that girl because there's people out there that don't have braces and they look better. There's people out there that have more money and they can provide. There's people out there that have more muscles and they look better. There's people out there that just are better. And I just had this negative self-image constantly, and that caused me to never express myself the way I wanted. And so I started using this technique called Psycho Cybernetics, visualization. Long story short, it got me a business job without a degree in business. And so for me to let's take it back a little bit, right? I got this business job. External environment is a bit better. There's beautiful women in the building. So how with all these beautiful women in the building and my negative self-image in the past, thinking, oh, these women won't ever like me. How did I go from negative self-image to kind of a positive self-image? We're still working on it, so I'm saying kind of a. I just wrote down the person, the ideal person. What would the ideal person be acting? What would the ideal person be behaving like in this environment with these women? With these people that own companies. So I just wrote it down in Bob Proctor's technique. Writing it down as if I already am that person. I am so happy and grateful, blah 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 blah. It sounds wishy-washy, but it worked. Because I was reading a book about this ideal person that I wanted to become. And while I'm reading those words, like I'm reading a book, I'm creating a movie in my mind. So I just repeated that. And then I think like the first 2 weeks there, I actually acted like the person without thinking about it. It was just neuroscientific, like it was built in me. But then I realized week 3, I started to get complacent. Oh shit, I'm the guy now, no need to visualize. Boom, the negative self-image creeped back in. Like, I can't sleep at night because I'm thinking about what others might think of me in my job. My visualization was fading. I was letting the paradigm take over my mind. So I started doing this again when I realized that, you know, I've got to do this every day. There's no fucking shortcuts. I gotta visualize the person I want to become in order for me to become that person. So just today, I brought my book of affirmations. Going to the most relatable affirmations. I read it, and you know, of course, the strongest emotion we have as men is the desire for intimacy and the desire to have women, and even to just, you know, talk to these women, because most people out here, you know, they can't even be themselves with women. So the most relatable affirmation I have on my affirmations book is about women. Because, you know, in the past I didn't even know how to talk to women. So anyway, yeah, first 2 weeks, right? Boom, I was acting like the person I wanted to become, you know, talking like this, oh damn, you know, making people feel good. I don't give a fuck, you know, if you think of me this way, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna express myself. But then week 3, got complacent, oh damn, didn't visualize, I did not guide my mind, so my paradigm, you know. So just today, earlier today, just for 5 minutes, I did it alone, walking. And then when I got inside the building, I felt like that person again. It felt good, you know? It felt good. But the only thing that sucks about it, my paradigm is still there. And you know, my old self-image is still here. And it sucks because I don't know how long it's gonna take for my paradigm to fucking fade away. I do enjoy visualization. It's just that my paradigm is pulling me from visualizing, you know? And what I mean by that is the habit of procrastination. You know, it's a hard habit to quit. The habit of thinking negatively. That's my old paradigm pulling me from thinking positively. So I constantly have to get my book of affirmations and constantly read and play the movie in my mind. It kind of sucks because it takes time, but I do enjoy it. But I'm starting to get cross-eyed, and I'm starting to get frustrated because I still don't actually have the millions of dollars, even though I'm acting the person that would be deserving of that $1 million. But I guess that's just the way it is. And the way to cope with this is, you know, if you ever watch Bob Proctor, the way to cope with this is to realize it's in God's time, not your time. But you'll never get there if you don't work towards it. There's this saying, pray and move your feet, because faith without action is dead. You might as well be dead if you don't take action, right? So we just gotta keep doing it every day. And I just wanted to make this video because there might be people out there doubting the power of visualization. And it definitely worked for me. And the first time I tried this, I just walked toward a grocery store, and it worked. The day before I did that, I was writing down the relatable affirmations, the ones that actually emotionally sparked something in me, you know. And of course, that was with women. So I did that, and then overnight it worked because the emotional connection and the emotional involvement of me playing that movie in my mind was so strong. So overnight, it just, you know, I just became that guy. But at the same time, Earl Nightingale says, you can't have goals that are incompatible. So while I was trying to become this person where, you know, I'm talking to women, I also wanted to get into a position where I don't have to chase women, because I'm in a position where, there's just millions of dollars in my bank, therefore women will come to me. So I have these incompatible goals. But now I'm in a position where those are like intertwining, and I'm becoming the person where, yeah, I talk to women, but I'm not chasing them. I don't have a problem talking to women. I don't have a problem, talking to women and working towards my goals at the same time, because I just know it's gonna happen. There's no need for me to rush. There's no need for me to chase these women, because I'm slowly becoming that person that has $1 million and would not need to chase women, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just want to make this video so I could look at it in the future, and and see where I was. This background, this closet, we're gonna have a nice looking background maybe in 2 years. And what I'm actually doing right now is really hard. It's fucking difficult, but it's worth it, because in the future I just see myself reaping the rewards, because this is where most people quit, right? Right now I'm learning everything in business. And at the same time, there's this really prolific opportunity that I don't know why people don't see it. It's so easy to see. Yeah, everybody knows about personal brands, video editing, freelance work, AI automation. But the thing is, I think people don't see the opportunities because most people are not in business, so they don't know money-making business solutions. Like lead generation, that could be automated. Like getting leads and then having a person to manually filter through it, just making the job a little bit easier. People would pay money for that. And then another one is, if you're a recruiter, it's so easy to automate a job scraper. It's pre-built, but the idea is there, but the execution is where most people, they get overwhelmed. But the thing is, you don't even know, you don't need to know how to code. You just need to follow simple instructions, repeat the patterns of success, and eventually you'll get there. Right now, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm learning business problems, and I'm solving them manually so that I can solve them automatically with AI automation. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully in 2 years I'm fucking living in that house that I always visualized. Maybe 10 years, maybe 5 years, but ideally I want it to happen as soon as possible, right? That's why I'm so frustrated. That's why I'm making this video, just to vent out. Yeah, I'm just constantly using my notes. But realistically, I'm making this video because I'm procrastinating. But at the same time, I wanted to do something productive while I'm procrastinating. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, just learning business problems, solving them manually, so I can do AI automation, and then solve business problems for other people with ease. And let's talk about that a little bit more since we're here. Right now, earlier I was talking with the CEO. I was like, how do I become more competent outside of work? He was like, that's a great question. Well, what you want to do is just read business books, learn the org structure, learn the CEO, CFO, CPO, who do they report to, who are they responsible for, and you just want to learn their lingo so that you actually sound competent. and that's something I'm procrastinating about right now. Because I have two things I want to work on: learn about business and solve them with AI automation. But now that I'm thinking about it, the highest ROI activity would just be learning about business, because then if I know about business problems, I would be able to solve them manually and then automatically solve them with AI automation. So yeah, that's it. Um, you know, other videos on this YouTube channel, they're not as deep as this, but I feel like I was smarter back then because I have less to think about. But more to focus, more attention, more time and attention to focus on one thing. But now I have a lot of things in my mind, so that's why I think I feel dumb because there's just so many things I feel like I don't know, and I have to know them. And I feel like I'm behind because there's just 20-year-olds out there who are already living their best life. And at the same time, there's a lot of 20-year-olds out there who don't even know where they're going. So I'm in a pretty good spot, but yeah, just wanted to make an update. All right, adios.